Okay, that took like a whole 30 seconds, I remembered. It was too much pressure trying to think on camera. Okay, so I had some thoughts because a few days ago on my birthday, I posted a picture of me from a year ago and then a picture of me exactly a year later and 87 pounds lighter. And I'm guilty of this, so, if you've done this before, don't feel bad about it. I just want to open up some dialogue about it, because what I noticed that the general reaction is that many people will comment on the picture and say, you were beautiful then and you're still beautiful now. But I think that sometimes we're missing the point. And it has nothing to do with exterior beauty. I mean, it does to an extent. I understand that. I understand that we don't define ourselves by the way we look. However, I want to talk about how obesity and being overweight is something that people refuse to talk about. It's almost like cancer. Like, yeah, you can see the obesity. You can see that there's health issues with that. And I mean, clearly you're not going to be obese and not have some type of health issues or overweight. I mean, whether it be high blood pressure, diabetes, extra weight on your joints, back issues, knee issues. The obesity or overweightness impacts us to an extent. I don't care if it's minor or major, it's going to have a negative impact on our health. And so when people, including myself, say, you're still beautiful then, you're beautiful now, I think that we're kind of missing the boat, because we need to acknowledge the fact that the people have done something for their health, whether they're pretty on the outside or not. The point of what we're doing is not for vanity. Maybe for some people it is. For me, it's not. It's not so that I can be beautiful. And so it's not that I need people to say, well, you were always beautiful, because that's not what it's about. It's about health. And this kind of goes back along the lines of, where people will tell you that you're too skinny when you start losing weight, or how much more weight are you going to lose, and how they'll be quick to point out that you're thin, but they won't be quick to point out that you are obese. And so I think that we really need to change ourselves and the way that society views things. And yes, I understand that when people say that you're beautiful before then, no matter how much you weigh, that it's coming from a good place. However, it's also coming from a very ignorant place. And when I get on these journeys, one of them was infertility. It took a lot of educating people with infertility, because they would always say these, things like, well, why don't you just adopt? Or, why don't you just relax? Hello, there's medical reasons why people can't have babies. The worst thing you can tell an infertile or someone that is having a hard time having a baby is to just relax. It really is. And over the last 4 years, I have found myself frustrated on many occasions for people telling me to just relax. Or, I don't know, just comments that come from a place of ignorance, not from a place of being mean, just a place of not knowing. And when we're in a position where we know better, then it's our duty to educate people, and to do so, in a nice manner. So I encourage you all, I guess is the point of this, I encourage you all to, when people tell you and see your pictures and say, well, you were always beautiful, say, yeah, but I wasn't always healthy. I didn't always have low blood pressure like I do now. I didn't always move around freely without any pain or discomfort. Or what about the emotional side of it on top of that? It's not just physical, it's emotional. I wasn't always ashamed of myself. Now I'm proud of myself, of how I look. There's so much more to losing weight than, wow, you look great, is my point. And I want to make sure that us warriors, us strong women who are winning this battle, per se, against some demons in some case, or just, you know, learning through the process, through education of what it really takes to be healthy, what it really takes to maintain a healthy weight, what it means to not eat when you're not hungry and drive your leptin crazy and things like that. And then, you know, just the gluttonous society that we live in, and teaching people just because there's free food out at work doesn't mean you need to eat it. Things like that, you know, and not that we have to get on a high horse or anything. It's just educating. It's just educating people and making them wiser, and maybe, you know, preventing them from saying something pretty stupid to a friend or family member. It can be hurtful, some of the things that people say. So I think that we can definitely make a change and help people to understand. So that's it. This vlog got way too long, but what are your thoughts? I was hoping you could share yours with me. Talk to you later. Bye.